Hey everybody, it's Scott, and thank you for joining us for the 2021 Turtle Rock Pro-Am. We had a whole lot to cover, so hang in there. There's going to be news that you'll want to know about, and other stuff, right? We're going to start with player check-in. Now, there was some confusion about the early check-in option for Thursday. You do not have to be there Thursday for an early check-in. That is provided as a convenience to make it so that your morning or your day on Friday when you start your first round is more relaxed. All right, so if you can't make the early check-in on Thursday, not to worry. You can check in Friday before your round. My suggestion is to get there 45 minutes before the round. The Tournament Central is at campsite 29, which is kind of the closest campsite down in the campgrounds, to hole 18, all right? So it's kind of as you go around the loop in the campground, and then it's one of the last sites there on your right if you were taking the loop. Okay, so if you don't check in Thursday, you can check in Friday, get there 45 minutes before the round, because once you checked in, you'll have to get up to hole 1 to start your round, and if you're an AM, there's a whole bunch of stuff you're going to be collecting, and if you're pro, you do not want to leave this tournament without collecting what we have in store for you as well. Before we get too far into this, let me cover an important point, because no one wants to see you get kicked out because you are skirting the rules, all right? Ask anyone. As the Nevada State Coordinator for the PDGA, I am firm on the rules, all right? So if you are drinking alcohol or if you are smoking at any time during the round, you will be ejected from the event with prejudice, all right? This is a no warning instant DQ. And for the people, listen, you might think that everyone's cool because you peer pressured them into letting you slide during your round, and then you come to find out afterwards that no one is cool about it, and all of a sudden I'm breathing down your neck and kicking you out of the tournament. I don't want to have to do that. Really, get your act together. It's just stupid. All right, listen. The people on your card don't want to be involved in the drama. You don't want to pay all this money to get kicked out of the event, and I don't want to be involved in babysitting a bunch of knuckleheads. All right. For the people, the last event I ran was Lizard Peak. I had someone come to me 2 weeks after the event was over going, hey, these guys were smoking. Listen, by the way, smoking, it doesn't matter what it is. No vapes, no nothing, no smoking, nothing. Not anywhere during your round, all right? But someone comes to me 2 weeks later and go, hey, I saw this guy and this guy and this guy smoking during the round at Lizard Peak. And I'm going, well, what am I going to do about it now? You're just making me nuts. What I am doing about it is I got these guys' names on a list. So you've created this situation where I want to hunt these people down and make them pay for it. I don't want the drama. So if you're one of these guys in a certain division, do not make me come after you. By the same token, if you were here at last year's event that happened in the late fall and you were one of those ding-dongs carrying around a 40 during your round, I've got your names too. I just don't want to be involved in this, all right? Keep your nose clean so we can have a cool and chill event. Everyone's looking forward to having fun. You got to know that you got to play by the rules when you're playing a PDJ event. Otherwise, why are you here? Don't pay all that money if you don't know what you're getting into. Go play doubles. Go play tags with your friends. That's not what this is. It's a tournament. All right? Look, now let's get past that. Special thanks to our sponsors, Top Shelf Disc Supply, Markleyville General Store. I'm going to stop right there while we're on Markleyville General Store. You're going to get some coupons in your players pack. One's going to be for Markleyville General Store. Check this out. So, you're out there camping, whether it's at Turtle Rock or whether it's at Indian Creek Reservoir. I've heard that is a killer campground if the campsites are full when you get to Markleyville. And there's also the campsite at Grover Hot Springs. Folks, there's awesome camping to be had everywhere up there. All right, look, in your players pack, you're going to get a coupon for Markleyville General Store. Thank you again, Markleyville General Store. There are 2 coupons. Look, spend $20, get a free bag of ice because you're camping and you need supplies. And on top of it, you're going to get some free ice. Spend $40, get a free bundle of firewood. Okay, and if you you can only use one of these coupons at a time. Unless you spend $60, then you get a bag of ice and a bundle of firewood both for free with your coupon. And I'm telling you what it says because this type is a little bit small on the coupon. Anyway, now you know. Now you know. So on with the thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to South Tahoe Disc Golf Association. Thanks to Disc Giant. Thanks to Dynamic Discs and Discraft. And thank you to our whole sponsors, Blake Trisson and Russ Way, who had to drop out of the event. But what he decided to do was say, hey man, God, I want my polo. I said, Russ, we got your polo. He said, take the rest of my entry fee and put it into the MP60 payout. So that's what we did. Russ is looking out for you MP60s, which he is he's an MA60, but he's looking out for the guys in his age group. All right? And a sponsor that has joined our sponsor ranks, Cutthroat Brewing. Yes, that's right. You heard it right, folks. There is a brewery in Markleyville, so it's worth a trip into town to get your coupon cashed in for Markleyville General Store and get your supplies. And while you're there, why not visit and sample Cutthroat Brewing's plethora of brewing choices and culinary delights. There's also a possibility that Cutthroat Brewing may be adding a coupon to the players pack, so check your pack. Thank you, sponsors. We appreciate your help. Special thanks to the folks that are helping me run this joint. Rich Phelps, Keela Banner, Steve and Ben Slakey. Steve Slakey put out that survey because you didn't sign a waiver when you signed up. If you signed up, well, before it sold out. And what a headache. What a headache. Got our correct sizes, so everyone's shirt should be squared away. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Ben Slakey. Slakey's going to be helping out. Thank you, Scotty Pointer, always there to help out. And thank you, Sean Stanley, who is going to be manning the CTP competition. Back to Rich Phelps. Thank you, Rich Phelps, who's going to be taking care of the course engineering and basket changes. Rich could use your help if you're so inclined. If you're camping anyway, why not tell Rich that you'll help him move some baskets? It's not a bunch every round. It's just some to keep things fresh and exciting. All right. Thank you, boys. I appreciate your help. Thank you to Dan Thrift, who I've been told is going to be out during the round taking photos. So hopefully we get a shot of everyone participating, and that would be awesome. If you want to see those pics, you're going to want to find out. Look, you go to the Sierra Tahoe Series Facebook page, and then from there you click on the Turtle Rock event. That is the Turtle Rock event Facebook page where news has been being posted as well as on DG Scene. But some people, even with an email, can't stay informed. Because, guys, you're signed up for a tournament. You should look somewhere so you know what's going on. So when we send a waiver that you forgot to sign, you get to sign it. All right. That brings us to check-in. Some of you, not a lot, but there's some who want to live in a cave and pretend like the rest of the world doesn't exist, need to sign your waiver, and I have to bring a little piece of paper for you to sign before you can play. All right. So that's what you'll do. All right. When checking in, some of you opted when you had the opportunity to do so, when you were in the know with all of these forms of communication, you had the option of upgrading to a Savage Dry Fit Turtle Rock Polo for $8. I need to, when you check in, have your $8 ready. Exact change would be appreciated. If you're someone that paid the $3 upgrade for 3X, they charge us more. Otherwise, I wouldn't be bothering with it. Have your $3 ready when you check in. All right. AMs, you've got a bunch of stuff that you're getting, and pros still have a very juicy dry fit and some coupons and some other juicy little items. But AMs will be getting, one of the things you're getting is a hand-blown glass mini. It's going to be in a bubble-wrapped thing. Do not sit there at the front of the line opening this while there's 100 people behind you trying to check in. Oh, do I want this one? Do I want that one? Friends, I'm here to tell you, everyone is a one-of-a-kind original masterpiece. So if you're an AM, don't belabor your decision. Through the bubble wrap, you'll be able to see a general color, pick that color, and get the rest of your goodies and move on and keep things rolling, all right? Check out the video that talks about the big bad raffle that's going to be happening on Saturday, where you could win a basket with shipping valued at $450. This is a serious piece of hardware, not one of the normal baskets you might usually see at raffles, which are just a little bit lesser than awesome. This is full bore course ready, but it has the portable base, so you want to get in on that. There are tons of prizes. CTP, anyway, look, see the video. There's CE plastic in there. There's bags. Check out the other video, okay? Guys, of course, when you're playing in this region of the country, 2-meter rule is in effect. Caddies, we've just come off a year-plus long hiatus where caddies were not allowed, but there is another issue here at Turtle Rock that we need to address. We have 150 participants for this event, and parking is limited. So, caddies will be limited to 1 caddy per player. What you need to know is that your caddy is responsible for following the exact same rules that you are. So, for example, you hear me harping on this because it makes me sick when I have to kick people out of the event. I can't stand it. I don't want to do that. I'm not here to police people. But if your caddy is there smoking or having their 40, this is a no warning instant DQ. You are out of there. And if you're going to sit there and pretend that your wife or your girlfriend or your buddy that everyone knows is there with you is not your caddy, that there's some, oh, they're just a spectator and all this stuff, you're out. 1 caddy per person. But here's the issue. Parking is limited. So the area around the DA's office up by hole 1 is reserved for competitors only. If you are bringing a caddy and they're driving themselves, they need to park down by the tree dump over to the right when you enter the park, okay? There's not enough parking for everybody. So if you're bringing a caddy, they either come with you or they're parking over there, but they're not taking up the spots for the competitors. Caddies, back in action. Masks. Well, guess what? Masks are required at Tournament Central, where that is a gathering area, or at the raffle, or at the CTP, unless you have both of your vaccination shots and the last shot you received was 2 weeks or more in the past, all right? If you've had your second shot and it's been 2 weeks or more, you're good to go. Otherwise, you're wearing a mask because you do care about spreading the virus to your friends, right? We're not talking about you, whether you feel comfortable about getting sick. We're talking about you and your responsibility to protecting your friends, okay? Tee times. By the time this video is out, tee times will most likely be posted on the PDGA page. You must, I'm just telling you, listen, they're posted. I'm going to post them. But that is not necessarily the final tee time because people drop out and groups may have to shift up until the morning of tee off. All right? So do yourself a favor. Check revised tee times the night before on Thursday and check revised tee times when you first wake up in the morning so that you know what's going on if there have been any changes to your tee time. We don't want anyone missing their tee time, but it's up to you to make sure that you know what your tee time is. Online scoring. There was a video walking you through online scoring both on DG Scene and on the Facebook events page and in the email that I'll be sending out with all of this info. All right? We are asking that you all do online scoring. The online scoring app through PDGA is designed so that if you have connectivity when you start your round and you have zero connectivity after that, and then you have connectivity again after your round, bang, you're in business, folks. So here's why you want to do online scoring. First of all, it makes you look like a respectable disc golfer that is here for a PDGA sanctioned event because you are with technology and not being a curmudgeon and doing this nonsense where it's like, I don't want to do online scoring because then I have to figure something out. What a joke. The thing about online scoring is it protects you. It protects you because I can't tell you, if you've been playing disc golf for any period of time in tournaments, it's almost a given that you have come away from a round where you turn in your scorecard and the jokers on your card did not check your scorecard because they sat there pretending and they didn't do their due diligence and you missed an error. The people that were supposed to be looking out for you, watching your back, they also missed the error. You guys turn in your scorecards, because when it's on paper scorecards, and if you turn in an incorrect scorecard, you are subject to a 2-stroke penalty on top of any misaddition. I mean, maybe you thought you were 2 under, and then you are really 1 under, and then you get a 2-stroke penalty. Anyway, then you end up with a bunch of strokes that you weren't expecting, and no one wants to see that. It makes, brutal. It's brutal when it happens to you, and it's brutal when it happens to me, and no one wants it. Ugh, yuck. All right, so get with the program, online scoring. The other thing about the online scoring is it makes it so that we can formulate tee times that much faster for you and for everyone else in the event, and everybody loves that, so that you can see maybe before dinner. Damn. Look, guys, my tee time is at this time tomorrow. I can mentally prepare for my next day, and I'm feeling good, resting for the evening, going into a good night's sleep, all right? It's good for you. It's good for me. It's good for the people helping at Tournament Central, and it's good for all your fellow disc golfers, and for that, we all thank you. But besides that, look, maybe I'm not comfortable with online scoring because I'm afraid of technology. Everyone's going to get, every group is going to have paper scorecard backups. So look, if you guys all get there, we anticipate that one person in every group should have connectivity to make this happen. There's only one carrier that bails out at Turtle Rock, so you can't even get phone calls there. But odds are that there will be one person in your group, at least, that has connectivity to make this happen. And in the event that doesn't happen, when you guys all show up at hole 1, look, you've got paper scorecards anyway. After the round, you're looking at the online scoring, the digital score. You guys are checking your scores. You get the paper scorecard back up. That way, if there's any discrepancies, you guys go over everything, get it square. Everyone's feeling groovy when they hit finalize on the online scoring, and then we are good to go. One more reason online scoring is a big asset and appreciated by everyone at the event is because as divisions finish their rounds, your trophies will be waiting for you, all right? You guys already know that this is a true AM experience, which means a big, huge players pack, and AMs are only playing after that point for trophies. Pro payouts are handled via PayPal after the event is over, hopefully within 24 hours of the event's end, unless I get out of there or get stuck or trapped at Turtle Rock. That should happen within 24 hours. That is my goal, okay? But trophies will be waiting for divisions as they finish their rounds because it's been a long and exciting weekend, and everyone is anxious to get on the road and be cruising home so they're not falling asleep at the wheel, and that is why we do the raffle on Saturday. And some ding-dongs of the past have tried to, at the PDGA of all places, try to give me static that I had my raffle on Saturday. Pound sand, son. Listen, you got no business telling me when to have the raffle. We have the raffle Saturday. We're trying to look out for people to make sure they get home safe. And what I'm telling you, back to the original point, because I get sidetracked, is that if you've done your online scoring, as your divisions finish, we will have your trophies ready to award and roll as soon as your scores are on the PDGA website, okay? If you should be in a situation where you guys couldn't get connectivity, you had to use the paper, we're going to use the paper backup as the official. Well, it's going to take some time for us to get that into the system and get the official results finalized. So if at all possible, come on guys, it's for you, it's for us, it's for everyone. If you can make that online scoring work, bingo, kids, great for everyone. Oh, we have a clip to add here. Check the DG Scene event page or check the Facebook events page. Links were posted there for the online caddy book, which will also be, that link will also be included in the email that all participants will receive if they gave us the proper email address. The windows you're seeing for tee times on day one will be the same windows for divisions for the Saturday and Sunday tee-offs. So if you're looking at it, you're going, oh, right, well, MA60, for example, tees off about 7:45. Well, look, guys, you can expect the same thing on Saturday and then the same thing on Sunday. And there are a few mixed groups because we let people in later after we had some dropouts, and that shifted the numbers we had in our division so they were no longer even. So there are some uneven scorecards, and if you end up, so if you were a late sign-up, for example, you're probably, for round one, in one of these mixed groups. And if you end up being last in your division, you may end up in one of these mixed groups. You are playing at high elevation, so please bring and wear your sunscreen. The sun up here will cook you to a crisp way faster than it will when you're at lower elevations. So don't do that to yourself, because not only does it, well, there's things to consider like skin cancer. No one wants to see our friends in disc golf succumb to a bout of that. We do not want to see our friends sick or hurt. By the same token, you'll get dehydrated, and chances are the day after you get sunburned, you're not going to be performing at optimal level, all right? But also, to ensure that you are performing at optimal level, make sure you bring and drink lots of water. Not only is the hike a little bit arduous out there with uneven footing, at high elevations, you will get dehydrated much quicker than you would if you are used to living at a lower elevation. So there is a spigot by hole one where you can fill up your water bottles. Other than that, you need to bring your own water, fill it up at hole one, have extra with you to make it through your round. Camping at Turtle Rock. Look, the folks at the campground at Turtle Rock are always very accommodating and happy to work with us. What puts a strain on that for future events is when people disregard the no parking on outside of designated areas in the campground. Listen, we all want to be parked down at Tournament Central by Tournament Central, but there are rules and they're posted everywhere. And if you disobey those rules and just leave your car hanging out where it's not supposed to be, there are reasons they have rules for this, and I don't need to get into it. The fact is that there's rules. And if you break the rules and they come to us to sweat us about people not obeying the rules, and you're already out on your round. We can't find you to tell you to move your stupid car. Well, next time when it comes time to book the tournament and people at Alpine County have heard about this, the pain that you have created for the people running that campsite, it's not a good situation. It's not a good situation when you're making noise past curfew, which is 10 o'clock. Look, it's 10 o'clock. So it's time for you, whether you've had too much to drink or not, to start monitoring your noise level. It's time to drop that noise level, because if the campsite person has to come talk to you, they don't want to help us out next year. You know what I'm saying? Do yourself a solid, do the camp host a favor, and do the disc golf community a favor, and do not create undue stress on relationships with parks or camp hosts or counties. Just help us keep things cool. All right? Listen, I think we've covered everything we need to cover. Be there Saturday night for the Big Bad Raffle. Check out the CTP and Big Bad Raffle video that talks about those CE discs in the basket and other stuff that you can win, because there are other chances besides winning your divisions to come out ahead as a winner when you travel home from Turtle Rock this weekend. All right? Thanks for joining us, friends. It's going to be an awesome tournament. We appreciate your support, and any help you can lend to make this tournament run smoother is always greatly appreciated. Scott, out.